What's up, guys? I'm Corey. Welcome back to Get Sharp, where I sharpen your knives. Today's video is going to be focused more so towards the sharpening community. I've got good news. If you stick around, you might save 150 bucks. Let me tell you why. I recently purchased the Vevor 1x30 belt sander, and quick impressions on it. I like it. I really like it. I made some mods so I can use it a lot like the Tormic system. Kind of grinding up versus down, but I'll get used to it. But yeah, the variable speed is huge, absolutely huge. I think if it only ran at one speed, I probably wouldn't even touch this thing. And yeah, I just need to put more hours on it, you know, and get more reps in. So I made the decision to purchase this about a week or two ago, and my expectations were exactly what you see right here, with one main difference. I was expecting to sharpen edge trail and edge leading. Well, in my case, I can only do edge leading. And I have tried every which way, every button combination. Like, I'm pretty good at, like, I know all those little secret, hold this down, hold these two down 10 seconds, 30 seconds. I did all that shit. Nothing, no reverse. So finally, I decided, you know what? I was advertised forward and reverse on this thing, and I'm only getting forward. So I reached out to Vevor, and I advised them of my issue, and I was met with this reply. Well, first, this was my message to them, and within about a day, they replied with, "Hey, we can give you 30% off. The model you have is old, or we don't offer that model anymore." So if you go to Amazon.com right now, there's roughly 30 units available in stock. I checked right before this video. They are currently listed at $237.99, and you'll receive it in about a week. Now, if you go through the listing details, they are advertising or marketing a model number JLD 10-8. Well, that's not what I got. I got the BSF 130B. And first thing that popped in my head was B is before F. I got an old model. What the fuck? That's not been confirmed. But anyhow, I wasn't really, looking for a discount from Vevor. They just threw it at me. But the second I read that, I thought two things. I thought, oh, that was they were very quick to offer me money. It's time to negotiate. Just how my brain works. And number two, the hell's going on here? So I asked them. I said, hey, I just want the version that can go forward and backwards. I'm not just looking for a couple bucks. Can you give me a time frame or something? Because at that point I'm like, you know what? Maybe I learn on this one. I've already used it. Might as well keep using it more, right? And in a couple weeks they get the other one and they do some kind of exchange program for me for, misleading me on the marketing and advertising. Nope. I did not get a response regarding when the forward and reverse was coming. I got met with, how about 60% off? Yes. Sorry, it's like Texas Hold'em, right? I don't know that they could ever retract on that at that point, or what company would, but I was done. I was like, fuck it. Like, I was very clear. I wanted to know, Is a forward reverse model in the near future? Did you guys just like run out of current inventory, so you're selling some old stock off? Like, what's the story? No, they're not giving me any of that information. But truth be told, like, you know, the guy or gal running the customer service chat, they don't have access to that. You know what I mean? They don't know that information. They're given a set of parameters, and their job is to clear the queue. No tickets by the end of the day. They want a nice, clean queue. And what's the easiest way to clear a queue? Offer people some fucking money. So they got profits built into this thing. If I had to guess, they're probably making 300% on these, if not 300. Actually, this machine probably 300% would be my guess. 3 times. It is, as far as I can tell, manufactured in China and being sold by a Chinese company direct to U.S. consumer. There's the whole world of business has changed in the last 10 years. There used to be wholesalers, right? That's gone. It's very common now for consumers to work directly with the manufacturer. It makes sense for both sides, with the exception that now that this change has happened, there's a transition taking place. Like, customer service might not be as great because, you know, these manufacturing companies aren't, you know, adept to dealing with a constant stream of complaints and issues. Anyhow, I'm getting off on a tangent. So yeah, if you've been on the fence and you've been thinking that you might want to get into belt sharpening, right now might be a good time. You have a really solid argument. If you jump on Amazon and you look for Vevor 1x30 belt sander and that thing pops up and you go to I think it's the 3rd picture, and you see JLD 108, guess what? There's none left as far as I can see. Buy that bitch. Get it. See if it does reverse. If it doesn't reverse, let the company know. Say this thing doesn't reverse. Probably going to be met with 30% off. And then, if I were you, I would ask a couple more questions. See what happens. Oh, I don't know if this is the right thing to do or not, but probably shouldn't tell everybody about this. But what's wrong with being transparent? So I am not promoting anyone to, you know what? They need to update their description and their listing. That's what it comes down to. I've got almost 10 years experience selling on Amazon myself, and guess what? That shit sucks. It's work, it takes time, but you gotta do it when you gotta do it. And they have been notified already through me that, you know, their shit's wrong and they should probably update it, but they haven't. So shame on you, Vevor, but thank you too. Love the machine. So with all that said, yeah, that's it. Just a quick one. Go get your Vevor. And give me a like if you end up getting one and saving some money, or maybe a subscription. All right, guys. I appreciate ya, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.